Just like Thanos gathered the Infinity Stones, I have gathered some of my greatest painful memories, and also the important life lessons they have taught me. Ever heard the proverb, patience is a virtue? Well, never has that proverb made more sense than when I made tea. You made tea? I made tea. A very hot tea. And I couldn't wait for it to cool down. Oh no, you didn't. Yes, I did. And I instantly regretted it. But the damage was already done. My tongue felt numb and I couldn't taste anything for a while. Safe to say, patience has been my best friend ever since. Oh, hey there. So, yeah, I've had a bit of a problem with screens. Doom scrolling all day, and I've come to realize that when I spend too much time in front of screens, I get terrible headaches. And if those headaches have taught me anything, it is to have self-control and also to stay away from TikTok. One of the most painful things you could experience is having a cramp. And that is usually a direct result of being a couch potato. What's up, dude? But to avoid experiencing such again, I started exercising, doing these and these and these. Hey yo, once upon a time, human beings were not so intelligent. Then over the course of however long, a light bulb switched on in our heads and we entered a higher plane of consciousness. But the weird thing is that we don't always use this intelligence to think things through, and things tend to go terribly wrong when this happens. For example, on a particular cold morning, I wanted to take my bath, so I did what any normal person would do. I asked my dragon to heat up the water. I used a ring boiler to heat up the water I was going to use. But then I noticed that the water wasn't going to be enough, so I did what any normal person would do. I used my water bending abilities to add more water. I went to fetch more. But the moment I poured the water in, I got a very nasty shock. Now, I want you to guess why that happened. A, it never happened and it was all just my imagination. B, we are living in the matrix and nothing is real. Or C, I didn't unplug the ring boiler. Take your time now. Huh? I can't hear you. Louder. Come on. Oh, thanks. I needed it. It was C. I didn't unplug the ring boiler. Not only that, but I also used a metal cup to pour the water in. Which, if physics has taught us anything, completes the circuit and allows electricity to flow freely through your body and into the ground, leading to a very nasty shock. So yeah, ever since then, I've tried my best to always think things through. They say action speaks louder than words. That is true, but sometimes your actions could get you into places you don't want to be. When I was much younger in junior school, I was seated at my desk and I was not in a good mood. I can't remember what exactly caused it, but yeah, I wasn't to be messed with. When all of a sudden, a girl leaned against my desk, putting me in an uncomfortable position. Now, there were two possible ways I could have responded to this. One, with my words, politely asking her to move, or I could just shove her away with my desk. Before I continue, I want to make it clear that I was a dumb little kid who was unfortunately in a bad mood. So yeah, I shoved her with my desk. And her retaliation wasn't funny, because what I didn't mention is this was no ordinary girl. This was a Goliath of a girl. Compared to my tiny stature, this was the female version of Shaquille O'Neal. Long story short, I learnt my lesson the very hard way. Well deserved anyways. In the face of a potential conflict, always seek to use your words first. And if that doesn't work, then there's always plan B.